Hello everybody! Welcome to the Healing Place Energy School. Helen Chin-Lu here, certified reflexologist, certified energy medicine practitioner, Reiki master and teacher, and the owner also of the Healing Place in Medfield, Massachusetts. How are you all doing? Week 3. Should I be counting a week? Well, I'm going to count the week of being self-quarantined. And I was thinking to myself, the last time I was self-quarantined, I think I was 13 years old. So that's like a hell of a lot of decades ago, like 52 years ago, where I probably decided to cocoon that whole summer and didn't even go out very much. And here I am cocooning myself, except this time, instead of living with 2 brothers and 2 sisters and my parents, I have my husband and 3 puppies. And it's kind of like a funny and eerie feeling to be at home, and yet it's such a pleasure. In fact, if I wasn't doing these live chats, I would be really be quiet. In fact, I haven't talked pretty much all week, and I found as soon as I started talking, I was having a difficult time communicating because I could not complete sentences. It's really strange. And then I also noticed too, as I'm watching other social media items, I see friends getting on doing live chats. Now, just like I'm going to say this, live chats are all over the place. And so I feel like we all need human connection. That's what it is, human connection. And people really want to, this is the way we communicate now that we're all living like little gophers in our homes. But today I want to talk about how to stay uplifted. And we're going to do what I call a energy sushi roll, which is a combined reflexology. We're going to do Reiki, and we're going to do meditation about the chakras. I think this is really important. And everybody needs healing work right now, especially now the governor of Massachusetts says we're going to be locked in for until May 4th. It was originally April 7th, 13th. Yeah, 13th, that's the right day. Now he's extended it to May 4th, so it's a long time to be in. And of course, there's a lot of fears going on right now because, for people who have lost their jobs, businesses that are closing or wonder how they're going to make money. But I also believe, too, there are alternative ways to make money, to connect to community. And instead of going into our fears, which is very natural, let's use the energy within us, because it's only human nature to be worried about, okay, where are our resources coming from? And the thing is, instead of feeding your fears, why not do things to grow your powers? Because I think about, here's a quick story, which I promised myself I wouldn't get into a lot of huge, long stories because the meditation is so long. Hi, Robin. Of course, I have my timer on. And when I first started the Healing Place back in 2006, I probably spent more times pooping in my pants because at the time I felt really guided into open up a healing place. And at the time, nobody knew what reflexology was. Reiki was starting to come in. Nobody knew what chakra was. And I'm like, oh man, how am I going to pull this off? And by listening to the voices in my head, and those voices is God speaking to me, He gave me courage to explore different things. And we all have that capability. It's just a matter of, do we have the courage to follow through? Because we hear voices in our heads all the time. And I'm not talking about your crazy self either, but we have voices in our head that continuously give us guidance. It's just a matter of, do you have the courage to take the next step? And is it scary? Yes, it is. I probably have pooped in my pants continuously for 2 whole years, from building the Healing Place from nothing but the shirt on my back. This is a very nice shirt. And this is not the shirt I started off with in 2006. And I grew a business where I am feeling very comfortable and I'm no longer worried. So we could take this uplifted energy and just make it into anything we choose. And yes, for those people who are sitting and watching TV, listening to the news, you're going to be afraid because that's what television does. For those people who don't know my personal background, before I had children 1,000 years ago, 1,000 years ago, I used to be a professional radio producer. And I know what the hooks are to get people to listen. And if the news, yes, but I'm not saying that everything in the news is not true, but if they could hook you into your fears, instead of hooking into your joys, they hook your fears, that's what they're going to emphasize because they know how to feed into your weakness, and this way you keep coming back and listen. This is really key. And learning to override and use the power within you and trust what you feel is going to uplift your energy. So one of the things today, my buddy sent me a video, even though it was kind of funny. There was a guy who was talking about how wonderful it is to be at home. I'm going to assume it's either his girlfriend or his wife. And even though he's voicing with his mouth, this is wonderful to be at home, that I have this luxury, and then he's putting messages up so his girlfriend or wife is not listening or hear what he's really saying from his heart. He's basically saying, this is really scary to be at home. In fact, it sucks. And there's so many things he wish he could be, but instead he's stuck at home. Instead of focusing on what you don't have, why not focus on what you do have and really appreciate your health? If you're in good health, you have a home, you got food on your table. Why not focus on those positive aspects of your life instead of focusing on what you don't have? Because this is collectively, if everybody is plugged into that fear, this is what we're going to grow instead. A lot of weakness, fears, and before you know it, this is where we blow it out of proportion, and we are literally growing the fear from every aspect on the planet. So my job, I feel, is to try to let you awaken your own inner healer and really believe that you could do something about this, okay? But anyways, I really want you to, instead of focus on what you don't have, why can't we focus on what we do have? It doesn't matter if you have a little or you have a lot. It doesn't matter. That's all relative, That's the key. If you spend all your time comparing yourself to what your friend has or don't have, you're never going to be happy because you'll always be comparing yourself to something or someone else. So I remember one time she said to me, share a story. We were probably in our early, I would say late 30s. Usually around late 30s, you start to evaluate what's going on in your life. You look at what you have or what you don't have. You're looking around. You say, oh, friends are doing well, blah, 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 blah. And I remember she said to me, Helen, don't you want a house like Joyce's? She has this big mansion in a new part of Medfield. And I remember saying to her, you know what? My life, I compare it to nobody else's life. My life is to my own standards. I don't live my life to anybody else's standards other than my own. This is how secure I am about me. This is the power, to have that power within you to believe you are doing the best you can every single day. So when you give away your powers to someone else by looking at yourself and say, I don't have enough. In whose eyes do you not have enough for? That's something I really want you to think about. Who are you comparing yourself to? There is such incredible satisfaction if you believe your own powers, and you could grow it from any point. So the day I started my healing place back in 2006, I had nothing, absolutely nothing. I was blessed that I had the diligence to continue. There's something in my head, in my heart says, all right, God, if I'm going to do this for you, you need to help me. So the days when I feel really afraid back then, I remember, God, and I would sit there and talk with him. He said, "Here, Helen, here's a lantern for you. Here, take this lantern." And I said, "A lantern that dim just a little bit?" He says, "You don't need to see any more than 2 to 3 steps in front of you. Instead of trying to control every aspect of this journey, why not enjoy the 2 to 3 steps in front of you? And this way you don't become afraid." So that's the lesson right this minute. I'm hoping that this resonate with you. In other words, let me sum it all up. Don't give away your powers, all right? Because I have faith in you. All right, that's the lesson component. Now the public service announcement component. I'm going to give myself a plug. What I'm hoping to do, I realized in my little corner world in Medfield, there's a lot of healers in all the surrounding towns. And what I'm going to do going forward is start to invite people, say, "Hey, let's go on the air together and talk about how we could uplift people's energy." Because after all, this is what I'm talking about from my personal perspective. I want to hear what other people are doing. So if you would like to jump in and even email me, which I'll have in the box below, if you would like to be a guest, these talks will be 30 minutes. And they'll just be very having a conversation. We could talk about pretty much anything because one thing will lead to another. So that's one. 2, I was thinking of doing live online classes. And the first one that I would like to do, if my webmistress will allow me, is the coronavirus, flu, and respiratory relief and support with hand reflexology. I'm going to show you how to do reflexology almost live on my hands, and we're going to do it through Zoom. So that's something that I'm thinking of doing. If you give me a thumbs up, if you like that idea of doing a live class with me, I think it'll be a lot of fun. And you think I'm crazy now and have high energy, you wait till I do a class. I'm sometimes off the walls for those people taking classes with me. So I think those are the only 2 public service announcements I have. Okay. Is everyone ready for meditation? Okay, I'm going to combine it with Reiki, chakra, and reflexology. So the first thing we're going to talk about is breath work, where you're going to really, one of the most important tools in energy work is your breath. Especially now as I learn more about coronavirus, you need to take full breaths. So this way you could bring in the wind into your lungs to push out pathogens. This is really key. So when you breathe, you got to breathe in through your nose. And if you want to do kissy lips, you're going to exhale out. So you got to breathe in and all the way out. Again, breathe in and all the way out. And one more time. To get you to start to relax a bit. Right? This is where you need to do a reflexology tip. I'm hoping I could see this with my pen. Right about here. Can everyone see this? So it's a 3rd finger, 2nd finger. You're going to go all the way down until you go over the balls of your hand, right there in that spot. That's your solar plexus. This is where most people trap a lot of their nervousness, is in this area. This is also part of your self-esteem. This is part of this 3rd chakra. It's about control. So when you start to get nervous, there's a couple ways of doing this reflexology tip. You can walk across the diaphragm line, right like this, and focus right here, and you're going to dig like this. Or if you don't want to walk across, you could keep your finger this way, but continue to walk all the way across. You're going to do this for both hands. And during this meditation, if you choose, with your thumbs, you could place your hand on your solar plexus like this, or unless you want to do it this way. Let's see. Can you see this? Where you're putting your thumbs in your solar plexus. And this was going to help to release stuck energy in your diaphragm, especially if you're feeling really insecure about this. That's one. The other option is you could place your hands on your lap with your hands up And so this energy, either way, will move. So since I do reflexology all the time, I'm going to have a tendency to put my hands on my lap. 2 or 3, set your intention. What do you want to get out of this healing? Is it for you, for someone else? It doesn't matter. There is no wrong way of meditating. You could do it for a minute, but our meditation is usually about 10 minutes long. Set the intention, what you want to get out of this, okay? Quiet your chattering mind. So first thing we're going to do, I'm going to suggest this right now. I want you to call with your eyes closed, I want you to call all of your pieces back home to you. The peace you have with your children, with your parents, your worries, work. I want you to inhale and just imagine everything is going back in its place. Your pieces that is missing from your body will know where to go on its own. So let's take 3 breaths to breathe everything back into place. We're going to breathe in and exhale any negative energy. Again. And last time. And just know this calmness that you might feel, like you feel whole again. And if you need to do this several other times, feel free to do it, because you need to call all your pieces back home to you. Okay? So decide what you would like to do. In your home, you could lie down, sit up, but most importantly, all your electronics got to be shut off. You got to find undisturbed time. And again, set the intention, what you want for this healing. That's just something up to you. This is not my words. You make it whatever you want. Okay, so everyone ready? Give me a thumbs up, and I'm going to push out Reiki symbols to you. Okay, thumbs up. Shh. Okay, here we go. Shokare. Seiki. 1, 2, 3. Okay, 1. You might be feeling that wave of energy. Okay. Feet on the floor. Shoes on, shoes off, up to you. Hands in your lap, unless you want to put it in the solar plexus. So, we're going to take a long journey. Your roots of your soul is going to make it all the way down to the earth. We're going to collect its energy. We're going to bring the energy back up in your body. We're going to uplift every single chakra. Anything that feels a little down, you're going to push it out. Regulate it, that's balanced to you. And then we're going to go all the way to the top of our heads, and then we're going to wrap this energy like a cocoon around our body and out into our aura and out into the world. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, here we go. Feet on the floor. Let's take 3 cleansing breaths after we set the intention. We're going to breathe in and out. Again. Last time. Putting your hands on your belly. I want you now envision the soul. The roots of your souls are awakening. It's moving just like it could be like a snake. It's just moving and crawling, awakening and stretching. It feels so good to be moving. With your next intention, you're going to take a breath in. You're going to push the roots down into your pelvic area, into your thighs, into your calves, through the feet, through the floor, through the foundation of your building, through the layers of the earth. And notice how your roots are going deeper and deeper towards Mother Earth. As you're getting further down towards the middle of the earth, you're starting to feel warmth, sensation. Keep breathing. And here you are in the middle of the earth. Look around you. Perhaps a spirit guide has come to greet you. Just say hello. This is your spirit guide that's been with you for a very long time. Or perhaps it was a short time, whatever lesson you need to learn right now. Take a look around you. Just notice what you see. Are you up in the mountains, at the seashore, in the desert? Perhaps you're at a favorite vacation spot, someplace that you feel secure, an anchor, someplace that you've been before. Focusing on your breath. I want you just to enjoy this Mother Earth energy that's yours and yours alone. Very good. Continue breathing and look off into the distance. You might feel a boulder somewhere not too far, and I want you to go up to that boulder. This is your rock, your personal rock that keeps you anchored. I want you to go up to it, touch it, feel it. Just notice the vibration of this rock. Can you feel it? This is your own vibration that's resonating with your roots of your soul. This is you. You're in rhythm of the Mother Earth and yourself. Feeling yourself perhaps the first time, or recognizing this is your spirit. You're going to take the roots of your soul and do a 360 wrap until you're nice and anchor in. Very good. On your next breath, you're going to breathe in this Mother Earth energy back into your body. So you can take a breath in and out. Next breath, you're going to pull this Mother Earth energy all the way up through your roots, all the way through the layers of the darkness, through the foundation of this building, through the floor, through your feet, through your calves, through your thighs, making its way up into your pelvic area. This is your first chakra. Right now, this coronavirus is affecting our fears about money, our home. I want you to really breathe that energy up from the front of your chakra to the back. Breathe out any fears, because you know you're very capable and you could override this, overcome this. Breathe in and push all the way through until you can feel the red of the chakra just glowing in your pelvic area. Bright, just like a flashlight, just really, really bright. I want you now to bring this energy up into your second chakra, which is right underneath your belly button. This is about your emotions. Your emotions is how do you really feel? Not superficially, I feel good, I feel okay, but how do you really feel about this fear? And it's okay to admit if you're scared, be scared and own it, all right? Because by owning something, then you'll be able to let it go. Focusing on your breath, you're going to breathe in and out through your chakra, all the way from the front to the back. Really brighten up that area with incredible orange, like a fruit, and really push out any negativity and fears. Because most of the fears that you have right now is what you've talked yourself into. You're capable. You could do this. Let's bring the Mother Earth energy through the third chakra, which is underneath the rib cage, through the whole abdomen area, from the front to the back. I really want you to shine the yellow. And right now, if you are afraid of what are your next steps, I want you to breathe in and all the way out and push as far as you can that negative energy. Breathe in and all the way out. Now bring this energy through your heart chakra. This is about love, not about just love for you have for others, but the love you have for yourself. This is key. Without you, where will you be? Okay? I want you to breathe in and spread the love throughout your chest, all the way from the front to the back. Again. and all the way to the back. Bring this energy up into your throat chakra now. Okay, if you are effing scared, be effing scared and voice that you are effing scared. You got to let these words out. In order for you to move ahead, you got to let the fear go. So if you want to scream F you right now, you do so. And hopefully your family won't come pounding on the door. So I'm going to breathe in and out. F you, F you, F you. Again. F you, F you, F you, F you. And just get rid of the fear. Let's bring the energy up into the third eye, your all-knowing eye. This is your best friend. Your intuition will never lie to you. It's just a matter of will you listen. Here we go. Let's breathe in and push on the negative energy. Fill that whole area with light blue. Here we go. And out. Push it out. Like as though you're having a good BM. Push it out through your aura. Again. And out. Two more. Because we got a couple of FUs that are stuck. Because you believe something else that's not true. Again, and out. All right. Let's push the energy up into the crown chakra. We're going to meet Father Heaven, and I'm hoping we will do a meditation with all Father Heaven, maybe the next time. I want you, just like a fountain, and push everything all the way up to your chakras. And push it out and say, Father Heaven, take this crap. This does not belong to me. This is something that I was told to be fearful about. Let's get rid of it. And just get rid of anything, that dissociation that you might have with yourself. Very good. Two more. And last. Let's take this Mother Earth energy and wrap 360 all around your body from the top of your head to the bottom of your feet. Just do a wrap like a mummy. This is your own energy that you're wrapping yourself with. Let's do another wrap from the top. Okay, and all the way to the bottom of the feet. I want you to take a look inside of your aura. This is your bubble. If you see there's a little tiny hole, a pinhole, I want you to take this mother energy and whack it and push it in through that hole. This is your own security. Just fill any emptiness with Mother Earth energy. Just feel how good this is to be in you. So let's take another breath and push this energy out through your chakra into your aura. Everything 360. Let's breathe in and all the way out. You notice your hands might be vibrating. And all the way out. And just notice the calmness. And let's put our hands back in the solar plexus again. Follow your middle finger until you feel that indentation right there. Say, I missed a button. And just press in both of your hands. How long to do this? As long as you wish. So tell me, how do you feel? Can you feel how peaceful? And you're getting rid of your fears and you're feeling health, vitality. This is your power that you are feeling. Sit as long as you want and just feel this calmness that's yours and yours alone. Do not let anyone rob you of your peace. This is really key. This is yours and yours alone. God bless you. Let us take care of each other. And I'll see you really soon. I'm going to have more fun things for you coming up. So this is Helen. God bless. And I'll talk to you really soon. Bye-bye.